Back again with another review, guys. Today I've got the Hidizs MP145 and the Hidizs S9 Pro Plus Martha new DAC dongle that I'm bringing you for a review today. These were sent out by Hidizs, and I want to thank Hidizs for sending these out for review. They're the latest out from Hidizs in their new line of IMs and DACs. So let's talk about them. First off, I'll start off with the MP145. It's a new planar dynamic in-ear monitor with a 14.5mm large planar driver housed in an all-metal aluminum shell, which comes with some tuning filters as well, which you can see on the nozzle right here. They screw off pretty easily. They're pretty easy to just screw on and off. They're not an entire nozzle like you get with some. They're just like a tiny little filter. They're reasonably easy to screw on and off, like so. Comes with this unit. Came with a balanced silver plated copper cable. This one came with a 4.4 balanced termination, which I think most of us are using these days. So good on Hidizs for supplying us with the option of having like the 4.4 balanced cables as well. The shells, as you probably may have seen already, quite large. They have an interesting design, and yeah, the one thing that I had a small issue with, as far as the how the MP145 fit, is the cable, the ear hooks themselves kind of sit around the top of my ear and don't kind of snug in like some do. Like I have the new S15 from Letshuoer as well, and I'm going to talk about those as well. But some IMs, actually most IMs, kind of the cable and the ear hooks specifically tend to fit a little more snugly behind the ear, and it's the way that both in the size of the shell and how the ear hooks and where the ear hooks connect to the cable is connect to the IM is where it gave me a little bit of minor inconvenience, because although it does still sit behind my ear, the top of the cable where the ear hook connects to the IM itself kind of sits just kind of barely behind the top of my ear, and that was really the only issue I had with the MP145 at all. But like going on into the sound impressions, they have a warm tonality in the tuning. It's not a typical kind of a planar tonality. It's warmer and quite more balanced overall, I found. You don't get that usual planar timbre which you do with some planars that have that kind of a metallic kind of a sound to them sometimes. which are often a little brighter in the upper mids and treble as well. With the MP145, I found it a lot warmer and a lot more neutral, and I really did like the tuning. You still get plenty of detail, great resolution, and very good imaging. What Hidizs seems to have done with the MP145 is to tune it in more of a natural manner with more balanced mids and treble than some planars, which gives it a warmer, smoother sound, but still with enough of that planar-like detail and some really great imaging, like I said. Moving into the bass, mids and treble, the sub-bass of the MP145 is rich and deep and well controlled, with good weight and speed, and a mid bass also also makes vocals a little warmer and more natural. The mid bass is quite punchy as well. Bass guitars, drums have a pretty natural texture. They sound quite good. They have a good presence in the sound, and a good natural tonality as well. The texture of instruments and vocals is quite good, and the tonality of instruments is pretty good as well. And the upper mids and treble are clean, not too forward or too recessed. They feel fairly natural. Vocals naturally present quite well in the soundstage, as well as instruments, and the imaging is quite good on the MP145. Into the treble. The treble is also fairly natural and quite neutral, with good detail resolution, good resolution both in vocals and instruments, which aren't feeling too forward or too distant. It's just clean and clear, and there's absolutely no harshness or sibilance at all in the MP145, which has a smooth treble, and probably the smoothest that I've personally heard in a planar, and at least in the planars that I've been able to listen to. So in comparing to other planars, especially when you compare it to the Letshuoer S12 Pro, which is also another new planar out as well. When I compare the MP145 to the Letshuoer S15, sorry, the S15 sounds quite a bit thinner in the mids and treble compared to the MP145. The S15 is decently deep in the sub-bass impact, with reasonably good texture and rumble, but I think I prefer the sub-bass in the MP145 as it's got a little more warmth and better feeling of depth in the bass of the MP145 as well. The mids and treble on the S15 are a bit thinner. The mids and treble of the MP145 just feel a little more natural. The S15 has good upper treble extension with cymbals and having quite a shimmery presence to them. But the mids and lower treble don't sound quite as warm or natural like they do on the MP145. Overall, the S15 sounds a little thinner and not quite as warm or smooth as the MP145 does, and doesn't have nearly as much stage depth either. And instruments sound thinner as well on the Letshuoer S15. So if I had to pick between the Hidizs MP145 and the Letshuoer S15, there's no doubt in my mind I'd be picking the the MP145 any day of the week. The S15 might appeal to some people who like a little more energetic and detailed sound, with that bit of extra energy in the lower mids and upper treble. I mean the mids and the lower treble, and the shimmery kind of a little more extension in the upper treble. But personally, I like the slightly more neutral MP145 with the warmer and deeper soundstage, and I think the resolution on the MP145 is still just as good, just in a more neutral way that just comes across a lot smoother. So getting on to the new S9 Pro Plus from Hidizs, the new USB DAC dongle, which has an ESS DSD. The Martha adopts an ES9038QM2 DAC chip, which is rich in details and plenty of power. I haven't had the volume up past not even anywhere near 50%. I've mostly had the volume on about a quarter volume on the Martha, and even with the planars, it's still I haven't even got it anywhere near 50% of the volume on the Martha. It's got great power. It's got all the detail and resolution that you want. It's got very clean presentation of like the mids, treble, and bass. You get. I also discovered that the Martha adopts the same DAC chip that the topping DX3 Pro Plus does. So, like if you've had that specific DAC headphone amplifier, you'll know what to expect from the Martha, and which it supports up to 32 bits, 768 kilohertz, high resolution DSD playback. And comes in at around about $90 US. Also features a 3.5 and 4.4 balanced output via USB-C interface. The body of the Martha is machined aluminum with glass panels front and back, which gives the S9 Pro Plus a classy, quite kind of a very, very classy and high quality look to it. Get a very clean, detailed sound, like I said, and you'll have no issues listening to and powering most of your IMs and headphones on the Martha, and it may not fully push, say, like your bigger planars that are harder to drive, like your big overheads. It may struggle a little with that type of thing, but like with most of your headphones and IMs, it's not going to have any issues powering those to sufficient volumes. And like I said, I haven't even pushed it anywhere near 50% of the volume with either the S15 or the MP145. So you can definitely get plenty of power out of that as well. So that's pretty much all I have to say on the the MP145 and the S9 Pro Plus. I'd like to get some feedback off you guys if you do decide to buy them yourselves, and let me know what you think. If you have the same kind of experience that I did with these products, I think they're quite good. Like I said, I would pick the MP145 over the S15 any day, just on the warmth of the sound and how smooth it is. And the one thing, like I said, I did have a little nitpick with is the fit, which wasn't 100% for me the best, but it is still a reasonably comfortable IM to wear. It was just that little bit of an ear hook issue I had, but not everyone's going to have that same issue, and it's going to be subjective to everyone as well, with cables and whatnot. A lot of people are going to cable roll anyway, so anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with more reviews pretty soon. Have a great week, everyone, and thanks for watching.